I'm alive, sort of. Hey guys, it's Jo. So I am not really back yet, but I just wanted to put together a quick video while I was feeling okay this afternoon because I had a really vivid nightmare last night that illustrated a point that I've been thinking about all day that I didn't want to forget about. So this isn't the start of normal videos again until I'm feeling a little bit better. As you can probably tell in my voice and my face, not totally recovered just yet, but I did want to get this out while I was still thinking about it. There's a saying by, I believe, Rumi that goes, if you desire healing, let yourself fall ill. I so strongly believe that, but I so strongly struggle with that. So last night, I had a nightmare in which my attacker and abuser walked into a coffee shop where I was sitting and started giving me a really hard time. There's a lot more that happened in this dream, in this nightmare, but the part that I woke up thinking about was he was taunting me about what I'm doing. He was taunting me about where I am. He was taunting me about this kind of stuff, about talking about it, about like the videos that I've been making and the conversations I've been having with people, and about how weak I am, and how dumb I am, and how stupid it is that I'm still talking about this or thinking about it. And it was a very clear representation to me of a very old fear that I have, and that I think a lot of people have. That by speaking about things, by talking about things, by thinking about things, we are somehow stuck or letting them win. And for whatever reason, my subconscious decided to present that to me in the form of the person who caused most of the trauma, and it really stuck with me. And I woke up in a weird way, almost grateful for that nightmare, only because it was a reminder that I have come a long way, because I believed that thought pattern for so long. I believed that because I was still thinking about things that had happened to me, because I was still thinking every single day, and still am, about the fact that I had been raped, about the fact that I had been abused, about the fact that all of these things had happened, that I was subpar, that I was weak, that I was losing, that I was stuck, that I was fill in any self-deprecating word that you would like, and that was what I would think about myself. And it stopped my healing for a really long time. I shouldn't say stopped, it really slowed it down. I couldn't allow myself to accept myself. I wouldn't let myself see where I really was, and so I just kind of stayed stuck because I thought that, you know, if I'm thinking about this, if I'm thinking about how hurt I am and how not okay I am, well, then that means that, you know, all these horrible things that have happened to me are winning, and that I'm not a strong person. And the polar opposite is actually true. You have to come to terms with where you are before you can move on. At least that's what I've found. And it is a daily struggle, sincerely. I'm not saying this because I've mastered it, I'm saying it because I struggle with it. A really big reason why I am doing this being talking publicly about being a rape survivor, why I'm talking publicly about living through trauma and living with mental illness, is because I have a really good track record of pretending like things are okay, pretending like I'm all right, pretending like I'm, you know, in a different place than I am, and then self-destructing and getting in really, really dangerous mental places where I'm on the edge of ending it because I haven't attended to myself, and because I've let those voices win. And not to get weird or anything, but I honestly believe that there are forces at work in the world, and if you want to call them forces of evil or darkness, go for it. That's kind of how I think about it, that wish to keep people silent, because in silence, death grows, darkness grows, and I'm even talking silence to yourself. I'm not talking about, you know, having to tell your story to the world or anything like that. I'm talking about being honest with yourself. And this nightmare that I had, where I was being taunted and jeered at for, you know, being stuck, and for having to keep talking about things, and for being who and where I am, was a really good reminder to me that, in a weird way, it's okay to be talking about things. It's okay to be where I am. If this is something that you struggle with, as well, as I know a lot of people do, tell those voices to shut the hell up, because they aren't telling you the truth. If you believe that because you are not okay, or because you are struggling, or because you are on the edge of so much pain and hurt, and you feel like you can't feel those things, or you feel like because you are feeling those things you are losing, or you are in some way less or weak or whatever, that is so not true. That is so far from the truth. If you want to get better, if you want to get to a better place in life and with your own healing and working through trauma, the crappy thing is that we have to feel it. We have to go through the process of healing, and that means feeling it. That means being honest with ourselves. That means experiencing it and talking about it and being real. And being real doesn't always look pretty. For me right now, it means having a lot of conversations with people about sexual assault and domestic violence and trauma and mental illness. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think there are good things about that. And whatever you're doing in your journey, there are amazing things about that. And I just wanted to encourage you to keep doing that. And please don't listen to anything that is telling you to be quiet. If there are those voices, and I know that those voices oftentimes come with being abused, because people who take things from our souls like that often tell us to shut up and not ever tell anyone, and they are doing that for their own self-preservation, not for our own good, as I'm sure you know. So please don't listen to them either. Please know that you have every right to tell your truth, whether it be to yourself, to people around you, or whoever it is. That's just what I wanted to say today. I am gonna go ahead and finish this up and go lay back down and rest up a little bit more, and hopefully get back to making more videos soon. So thanks for bearing with me and my crackly voice. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I love you guys to pieces. I appreciate you watching. This is Trauma Talk. I am Jo, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully really soon. Thanks.